Hello, my name is Tim, my company is Sports and Touring, and we are Mazda MX-5 NC enthusiasts. And whenever we can find a really good NC which passes our inspections and which our technicians give a nod to, and which, when we've valeted and detailed it to our very high standards, looks up to scratch, it is a delight to offer it for sale. And that is what we have done with this car. It's a 2013 62 plate Kuro edition with low mileage and in truly beautiful order. Let's take a look around the car. There it is, Kuro, the Japanese word for black. And this is then a black edition, reportedly inspired by the racing GT4 version of the MX-5. Only 400 of these delivered in the UK in this hardtop 2-litre roadster version. This one in white pearl paint, crystal white pearl, which looks just sensational. The condition of this car is really, really impressive. It sits on these 17-inch alloy wheels with brand new Kuro Extra PS71 tyres chosen by BMW for the Mini Cooper works. Among the Kuro features these lovely cheat lines which end in the checkerboard graphic there on the bottom of the door. Black mirrors, a black roof, and this beautiful stone leather with red contrast stitching. We'll take a look inside the car in just a moment. Coming around to the back, we've got beautiful twin chrome exhaust tips and an additional black rear splitter, adding to that black effect on this Kuro edition. This car is in such beautiful order. It's definitely going to be a car, I think, for someone who will take it to car shows, take it out for runs on a sunny afternoon, maybe garage it over the winter and keep it safe from the elements. Maybe go to Mazda club events. There's such a big Mazda following, a big Mazda MX-5 community in the UK, both online and in terms of physical meetups which people organise. Let's take a look inside. The car's supplied, of course, with the original book pack and 2 remote key fobs. And unlocking, we can open the door and take a look inside, beginning, as always, with the door card. And there we can see again the beautiful stone leather, the red stitching, and a door card, in fact, which is in amazingly good condition given the car's age, almost factory fresh. Coming round to look in the cockpit and the driver's seat again, we would often expect to see some markings, some wear in this area here, perhaps some loss of colour from the leather, but in fact this seat is really good. Likewise, the seat bolster is in fine order. In fact, all around the cockpit, everything is most impressive. We'll take a look in the little centre glove compartment there, a handy space, and that, by the way, is the petrol cap release. You'll often see new Mazda MX-5 owners at petrol stations trying to work out how to get the petrol cap open. Lockable, so if you're parking the car in the summer with the roof down, you can pop your valuables in there. And then we'll sit down into the car and take in this lovely cockpit, and it really is a well-designed space. Its ergonomics are very impressive. The control balance, everything from the layout of the pedals, which is perfect for heel and toe driving, that's to say using the 2 sides of the ball of the right foot on the throttle and brake and left foot on the accelerator. This car is perfectly set up for that if that is something that you do. Taking a tour around, we've got a stowage compartment there between the seats, the electric window controls, of course, manual handbrake, and the beautiful 6-speed gearbox. It's short throw, it's very precise, it's very slick in its operation. Gear changes in the MX-5 are just such a joyous thing to do. We've got electric heated seats, of course, 5-stage electric heated seats, climate control with air conditioning, and one of the features of the Kuro edition is this Bose stereo, which does include Bluetooth telephony, as well as FM radio and connections for an auxiliary input and CD player as well. So I'd suggest you get one of those little dongles and have DAB and Bluetooth audio through your phone as well. Very easy to do indeed, and we can chat to you about that. On the steering wheel, we've got the infotainment controls on the left, lights on the left-hand stalk, and over on the right, cruise control, and of course the wipers. And then this beautiful instrument binnacle with the rev counter and speedo, and in between them, just to prove it's a sports car, there is the oil pressure gauge. And needless to say, everything's working perfectly on the car. We'll just start it up now. And you can see the engine comes to life. It's over revving slightly there to protect the catalytic converter in the first few moments of running. The oil pressures come up nicely and then falls off slightly as the revs reduce. And the 2-litre engine adopts its lovely, smooth, purring, idle RPM. There we are then, a beautiful cockpit, and that's before you even start driving this car. Driving an MX-5 is just such a pleasure. It's no wonder they are so popular amongst real proper motoring enthusiasts. Let's take a look in the boot. The MX-5 boot then accessed either from a button inside the car or on the remote key fob. And one of the things that Mazda managed to do very cleverly was to build a Roadster which still features very worthwhile boot space. It's a boot which extends right out behind the 2 wheel arches and goes deep into this well too. So if you're going camping, say, you will get enough kit in here for 2 of you for a couple of weeks away, as long as you don't pack excessively, you know. And otherwise, lots of room there. Avoid hard-sided bags, I would say. You do need soft-sided bags in this space, but it is a plentifully large boot. And again, we can see the condition of this car. Having a look at the boot lid there, that really has been kept very beautifully. It's not the case that this car came in a dirty state and we've gone at it for ages with a steam cleaner. This car really had been looked after extremely well before it arrived with us. Looking at the passenger side of the car, and again, everything is in great order. The door card, pretty well as it left the factory. Scuff plate, carpet mat with again that stitched in Kuro emblem, and the beautiful leather seat, all in very fine order indeed. Under the bonnet, and there is Mazda's 2-litre 16-valve direct overhead cam engine, producing 158 brake horsepower and driving through that 6-speed gearbox and limited slip differential. And while we're here, it's worth mentioning costs of ownership. Servicing costs, fuel consumption, insurance, all very reasonable indeed on an MX-5. And then look at the condition under this bonnet, and we can see everything is very clean and correct. No signs of anything amiss. Looking down into the corners there, it is all beautifully kept. This car has passed our inspections without any problems at all. We've driven it and it drives absolutely splendidly. Different manufacturers, of course, have different approaches to folding roofs. Some end up with very complicated contraptions in order to make the roof disappear. Others keep it beautifully simple, and Mazda are definitely in that group. The MX-5 roof, so simple, so swift in operation too. You know, you spot a rain shower approaching while you're driving with the top down, and all you need to do is press the button to close the roof here. You'll see the cover move out of the way so that the roof can come out of its stowage. The roof slides overhead, engages with the top of the windscreen. The cover folds itself away. There's a beep to tell you that you're finished. Engage the latch there, and the job is done. Conversely, when the shower has passed and you're ready for some top-down motoring again, just release the latch and press the open button. The cover moves out of the way so that the roof can fold into its stowage compartment. That only takes a few seconds. Then the cover comes back into position over the top. And again, there's the beep to tell us the process is complete. Incredibly reliable and trouble-free and very swift in operation. And those are my 2 most important factors when it comes to folding roofs on cars. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It's been a huge pleasure to show you this beautiful MX-5. We're Sports and Touring. We're just outside Andover in Hampshire. We're open 7 days a week by appointment only. You're very welcome to email, telephone or WhatsApp us with any inquiries, or if you'd like to come and see the car in person or arrange to see it on a video call. We can send you a link to our Google Drive where we've got high-resolution copies of the photographs of the car, which you can zoom in on, and PDF copies of important documents as well. And if you've got a car to dispose of, we'll give you sound advice about the best way to achieve the maximum value with the minimum inconvenience. We can chat to you about finance as well. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA, if that helps. And I will close by saying thank you very much again for watching. It's been a huge pleasure to show you this beautiful car, and I do look forward to hearing from you very soon.